Good day. I'd like to do my weekly reading, my weekly rune reading for you now. A couple days late, and I skipped the weekend. I know, things come up. Life is not always linear, or rational, or logical. It kind of hit me today how serious this is. How serious this role is, how serious my readings are. There will always be an element of play for me, but I guess the weight of the responsibility or the significance of the responsibility is kind of starting to take shape. So I guess I just wanted you guys to know that I really take this very seriously. And if I'm not in a place to deliver a reading, I will try to do, well, first of all, to do whatever I can to get myself to be in a place to do a reading. And I'll be honoring those feelings, sensations, situations as they come up, right? I want to make sure that I'm showing up in tip-top shape, in my highest, my best, and that won't mean that I'll always show up with like makeup on and my hair brushed or that, but spiritually and emotionally, yes. So that's my commitment to you. If I am not in the place to do a reading, or I feel like my energy or situation or issues really is muddying the waters or coloring my readings, then I will do my absolute best to take a step back and make sure that A, that doesn't happen, but B, whatever's coming up for me that I work on. Because this is a very important thing. I'm not getting very specific with my readings, but as I get better and practice and expand and work on these skills, they will get more specific as I gain more confidence, really. And it's important to me that I'm not causing undue fear, but also that I'm being authentic with what's coming up and what's coming out. Because we're in a very serious time right now. We're in a very serious time. And yeah, it's still really important to laugh and think positive and all of that stuff, but we're also in a war, no matter where you are in the world. So, 3 runes for this week. What do we got? Oh shit. I did not mean to do that. Oh man. I just lose 2 or 3. I lost a third one sec. Now how the fuck are you supposed to read that? Jesus Christ. Okay. So this is interesting. I mentioned this rune earlier today, actually. First rune I saw and picked up was Manas, number 20. This is the idea and the concept of a common, if not physical, then spiritual ancestry. It's the idea that above this layer of duality that we are presently in, there is a oneness or an allness or a wholeness that we ultimately all descend from. It definitely taps into ideas of sharing soul ties with other people, sharing common goals with other people. This is the rune of mankind, right? Manas, mankind. This is really, really about how wonderful and how awful life can be, how there's a balance that is struck. And in our darkest, deepest moments of pain and heartache and grief, that is when we truly discover the beauty of what it means to actually be alive. It's in the contrast between the darkness and the joy that comes that we really truly feel alive, and what makes us really special. The fact that we're in a physical vessel and it ages and then dies is an amazing learning opportunity. It is a gift. Yeah. It is a gift. The gift of consciousness, you could say. So that's the first rune. There's a subtle hint or warning there that it'll be important to make sure that the people that you surround yourself with, that you align with, share those common goals and values, and they're going in the same direction, right? And there's a subtle warning to just watch out for relationships that are based not on those things, because they could be a huge hindrance at this time. Like I said, this is a much more serious time, right? The next rune is Isa. This is the rune of ice, the ice of Niflheim. Niflheimer. This is about withdrawal of energy, of stasis, of concentration, of ego awareness, of being aware of the self in general, of transition between states. So for me, how I'm seeing this actually is that right now is a time to concentrate a little bit more on stillness within and cool it. Literally cool it. Cool down a little bit. There's a danger of being fascinated by beauty. There's the danger of falling off the edge. Transition between states, in between ways of being, or whatever this may be referring to for you, is along a very narrow path. It's very easy to be pulled off, which is why it's so important to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that actually share your goals and vision and values. And the last rune, Othala or Odal, depends on who you ask. This is the rune of spiritual and physical inheritance, or ancestral inheritance. This is the enclosed space and homeland with the gates open. The idea is to symbolize, number one, a shared space that is sacred and enclosed and protected. This is something that passes down generation to generation. But the gates being open at the bottom is to signify that there still needs to be trade and interaction and exchange happening between different enclosed spaces. So Othala or Odal, really, you can look at this in the micro or the macro. Okay, so and the physical and the metaphysical, right? This can be referring to your home, just your home, ensuring that your home is orderly, that there is some kind of structure and order to it. This could be saying that following traditions is very helpful for sticking to that order and natural hierarchy and structure that does need to be there in order for things to go smoothly. And it could also be talking about how when we get away from tradition and culture and the natural hierarchies that do exist within societies, I'm not talking about race, nothing like that. I'm talking about how some people are meant to lead, some people are meant to do this, some people are meant to do that. And if without some kind of structure or organization, you descend into chaos, and it's very easy for malevolent forces and beings, organizations to take advantage of chaos. So anyway, if there is a break from tradition and culture and the natural order, that is when totalitarianism comes in. And I truly view this as picking up what is happening on the whole, right? So it'll be really important in this time to really make sure that you're with people that you really feel connect with you on values, right? It'll be really important to withdraw and protect your energy, to ensure that you are concentrating on the tasks at hand, on what's most important to you right now, that you do not allow yourself to be deceived by beauty or by just things that appear really nice on the outside, that appear really shiny on the outside, but might actually be extremely dangerous. Do what you can in this time to remember your divine ancestry. And this Othala, to close 333, nice. Othala at the very end to me is saying, on one hand, that there is, I'm saying this because I found it upside down. It was on the floor upside down. That there's a lot of chaos and break from tradition right now, which is not necessarily a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. It kind of depends on your personal views and all of that, but there is spiritual gifts opening up to us right now. There's more than meets the eye. I think that's what I'm trying to say. There's more to this than just what meets the eye, than what's just happening on the surface. And you're being called to step up. Peace.